Hi everybody, Georgie first here. Let me see. I gotta find the table of contents so I can find chapter 25. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Let's see. I put this on my chest because this is not like a video. I just need something. This app is very helpful, but it's not a video, so I'm just gonna put the phone down and that's gonna block the camera. So, yeah. Sorry. 25. Chapter 25. Why not? It was difficult to keep a straight face. The next day, when a rubber penis was passed in health class, Miss Laverne had warned. Sternly against laughter or inappropriate comments. But even Natalie had to slap a hand over her mouth when Serena squealed as the rubber penis ejaculated water in her hands. Natalie had wondered if this was really necessary. It was so startling at first, so bizarre. But then she thought of Eve and some of the others who had been blind from birth. They'd never seen those pictures and diagrams in middle school health ed books. The crinkly sound of a foil packet being torn open next drew the girls' attention. "This is called a condom," Miss Laverne told them, going on to describe how and why it was used. Natalie thought to herself that whatever job she had in the future, it would not be as a health instructor at a school for the blind. It's like a water balloon," Serena joked when it was her turn to examine the condom. "Serena, do you need to leave the class?" Miss Laverne asked. No way," Serena replied. "I'm sorry, Miss Laverne. I'll be good. I promise." Natalie and Bree were still chuckling about it that night as they sat on their beds. Bree had just taught Natalie how to knit, and Natalie was working on a blue scarf, one slow stitch at a time, each of which had to be counted. She planned to give her mother the scarf for Christmas. "Serena is something else, you know it," Natalie said. "Whatever you may think of her, though, she does have a beautiful voice. I heard her sing today." "You did?" "Yeah, she tried to get me to join chorus with her." "She asked me, too," Bree noted. "Maybe we should do it." "Why not?" Bree's voice grew serious. "I need to apologize to her, to all of them, for what I said that first day." I can't remember the voice I did for Bree. It's been a while. "I can't believe I called them a bunch of freaks." "Yeah, but I think they understand, Bree. Still." Someday, maybe when you feel the time is right, Natalie said. She slipped the yarn around her metal knitting needles and with a soft scraping sound carefully pulled the next stitch through. Bree was quiet. Again, without being able to see a person's face, it was hard for Natalie to know if there was still interest in carrying on the conversation. She took a chance. Did you know there's Braille music, too? I can't imagine. I can't imagine, Bree exclaimed. I think Bree is like from a southern place, so yeah. I'm still having trouble with the alphabet, never mind numbers and musical notes. I once thought about taking piano lessons, Natalie said. Like, maybe when I get to college, because we don't have a piano at home. That sounds like a good idea. Natalie blew the air out of her cheeks and dropped her hands, letting the knitting project rest. I don't know about college. I always thought I'd go, but now I'm not sure I could get around. Come on, Nat. You're so smart. Yeah, well, it used to be part of my dream. In fact, when I was home, this professor we know came over to get some cheese for the holidays. He said I should think about going to Frostburg University, where he teaches. It's near my house, and at the very least, he said that he could visit me sometimes. Then do it. I don't know. Do it, Nat. Maybe I could go too. There's a thought. We could go together. We could room together. Bree seemed really excited. Do you think so? Why not? Oh my gosh, Nat. My aunt would be so proud if I went to college. Oddly, Bree suddenly grew quiet. Nat, there is something that I really, really want to tell you since, like, the first week of school. What is it? Do you promise not to tell anyone here? Of course. I promise. Not that some people don't know already. Bree hesitated a moment. But have you ever heard of Space Monkey? Space Monkey, Natalie repeated. At first she thought it was the name of a rock band or a rapper, and she wasn't into rap. No, what is it? But Bree didn't get a chance to answer because suddenly Serena popped into the open doorway. What are you guys talking about? College, Bree said right away, making it pretty clear she didn't want to talk about Space Monkey with Serena. Yeah, we were talking about going to college, Natalie agreed. Serena walked in. Natalie could hear her flip-flop slap across the floor and felt the bed sink when Serena sat at the opposite end. I'm going to college, too, she said. I'm going to major in psychology. Probably at the community college, though, in Hagerstown, if I get in. Eve showed up, too, and said, Hey, what's up? College. What's up? College. We're talking about going to college, Serena said. Really? Who is, Eve said. Not and Bree and me, Serena told her. Wow, Eve responded. That's something I could never do. Why not? Natalie asked. Too scared, Eve said. So, what are you going to do when you get out of here? Serena pressed. Go home to Mommy? Natalie cringed. Maybe I will, Eve shot back. And so what if I do? My mom does daycare at home. I could help. But you don't even like little kids, Serena reminded her. Eve didn't reply. She just left, continuing down the hall, her cane tapping lightly, quickly. Serena's tongue was too quick for her own good sometimes, Natalie thought. When Bree got up and announced that she was taking a shower, Serena rose out off the end of Natalie's bed and flip-flopped back to her own room, too. Natalie shook her head and picked up her knitting again, counting the stitches on one needle to see where she was, and thinking that friendships at the center came with a whole lot of baggage. Honestly, though, I agree with Serena. Like, Eve can't stay with her mommy forever. Like, I'm in this same thing with Eve. Like, I am too scared too, but it's like you can't live with your parents forever. It was later in the week that Bree got weird. Really weird. By teen group on Thursday, her mood had plunged. She wasn't even speaking to anyone again. Natalie understood that people had their ups and downs, like Paula's blue funk. And Bree had complained about a headache, but there was something more, and Natalie could feel it. It seemed to be catching. Sheldon was bummed out at teen group too, although he, at least, had a reason. One of his friends had just gotten his driver's license. Not even Eve could seem to cheer him up. Driving, and the fact that none of the kids would ever do it, was a tough fact of life. For all of them. And the fact that none of them would ever do it was tough for all of them. Who cares? Murph said in a perky voice. I don't. Not driving means I don't have to take the driver's test. I don't have to pay for car insurance. I never have to pay for cars. I won't ever have to pay for gas at $4 a gallon. Natalie could tell she was echoing something with her social worker had to say. On the way back to the dorm after teen group, Bree called out to Natalie, then grabbed her arm and asked her to step aside for a minute. Can I talk to you? Sure, Natalie said. It's Kirk, my boyfriend. What is it? Well, he's pretty upset about me telling him where to get off. He needs to see me immediately, like now, or he'll do something drastic. Oh, come on, Bree. Don't believe that. No, I have to talk to him. He's coming to pick me up right now, she whispered urgently. What do you mean right now? You can't just leave campus on a Thursday afternoon. I know. That's why you can't say anything, Nat. Please. I'm gonna go stand by the circle and wait for him. Tell everybody at dinner that I went to the health clinic because I didn't feel good, okay? What if one of the counselors asks me who escorted you? Tell them you took me, okay? Natalie did not want to lie. Please, just this once. I need to talk to Kirk. Natalie hated the sound of this plan, but she agreed. So the deal was this. It was 4 p.m., and Natalie would cover for Bree for 2 hours, it seemed, max. Natalie also agreed to keep her cell phone on, just in case. She never expected her phone would actually ring. Natalie had set it to vibrate at 5:30, just as they returned from dinner. Bree? She whispered as soon as she was inside her room. Natalie, you need to help me. What's wrong? You need to come and camp me, Nat, please, she pleaded. Where are you? Natalie asked. I'm at the place in the shopping center where you and Arnab ate. What? What? The Parthenon? Yeah, Kirk and I came here, and now he's gone. He got ticked off. He said that I was so damned independent. With my stupid cane. I could find my own way back to school, but I can't. You know I can't. I have that pass. But you have that pass, Nat. Can you come and get me? Oh my God, Bree. I can't walk all that way down there by myself. But you can. That's what that pass is for. Bree, I just got that pass. So it means you can do it. But it's getting late. Yeah? Since when does that make a difference? Come now, Natalie. They'll kick me out of the school if they find out that I left, and then if you come, we can both walk back together, and then if you do it now, we can be back in an hour. No one will even know that we were gone. Natalie held the phone away from her ear. She tried to envision walking all the way down to the shopping center. She would follow the driveway and turn left at Dunbar. The intersection at Pace would be scary, but she knew what to do. Then the 3 streets, the utility box, a left into the shopping center. Please, Natalie, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do. This isn't free time, Bree. You're going to get us both kicked out of school. Nat, you are the only friend I have right now. Please. Natalie knew this was a bad idea. She could feel it in her gut. But on the other hand, maybe it was exactly the kind of thing she needed to do, so she wouldn't be afraid for the rest of her life. And Bree was her only friend, and Bree needed her. So why not? If those blind teenagers in Tibet could climb a mountain in the Himalayas, Natalie could certainly walk a mile to the Forestville shopping center. Couldn't she?